So Bel-Air is 7 episodes in, and maybe I had the wrong idea about the show because I was thinking maybe the show would have been a little more. I thought it was supposed to be a little more dramatized, but since it's a reimagination, still a pretty good show. But I thought maybe it would have been a little more deeper and gritty because on season 1 we kind of got that, but season 1 was more so them kind of redoing the original show. But now I feel like they're trying to go off of modern day events, and now they're kind of freestyling what they're doing. And I'm gonna just go off of what I remember because the whole episode was really the Banks family reunion on Philip's side. We got to see his entire family, and we remember in the original that Uncle Phil was country and grew up on a farm and stuff. So we got to see his side of the family because in the original we only saw his mom, I believe. Not too much going on with him in this episode. Vivian saw that Erica called him twice, so he had to explain himself. And it seemed like he kind of wanted to go past it, but he did tell her exactly everything that happened. And later on, she was like, it still seems like she's going to let it be his decision whether he decides to work with Erica or not. So, we'll see how that plays out. Will was being real nosy this episode. He comes to find out that Jeffrey has a son, and he's relating to his situation. And later on talks to Jeffrey and wants to know everything. And Jeffrey tells him everything, and Will makes it his mission to put it in Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv's ear that Jeffrey needs to be reconnected with his son. And it looks like they're going to make that happen. Jeffrey gives Will the rundown on the entire family. We got Bill Bellamy, the woman, off the Wayne's brothers, and Friday. I'm not really skimming back through the episode right now. I'm just going off the top of my head. She kind of gives Viv a rough time, but at the same time, not really. She just might be a little pesky or whatever. She gives her props at the end about putting together a great event. Phil and his brother have this sibling rivalry. His brother's son and Carlton kind of have this tension between them. But it really because their fathers are so competitive. They later come to a common ground. At one of the family events, Carlton lost the game on purpose so that they could win. And it was cool because we did see his father give him a hard time because I guess he feel like he has to prove himself because Phil has accomplished so much. And he spoke on how his father was like, college is a field thing, not you. But his brother was still successful in other ways, and I'm happy that they showcased that. Because success has many different faces, not just one. It's not one road to success. It's many different paths you could take. Will tells Carlton that he's thinking about staying in the fellowship, and Carlton at first is upset about it, but he doesn't back down from the challenge ultimately. And Will decides that he's going to stay in the race, and we're going to, I guess, see who wins. And me personally, I do hope that Carlton wins. I kind of feel like based off the original, it's like, Will gonna win because, you know, he's the main character. He's the it guy. Everything works out for him. But I really do want Carlton to win because even though this is something that he's always wanted and he's familiar with it, I still kind of feel like he's the underdog in the situation. So I'm rooting for him. And I guess nothing wrong with some friendly competition that may make you be on your A game more. Hillary, she forfeits the pie competition so the other team wins because her dad ended up inviting LaMarcus, and Jazz is still ghosting her. He's been ghosting her this whole episode. She invited him over. He didn't come. I thought that he would have showed up, but he didn't. And that might have been a mistake on his part because by you ghosting her all this time, you making more room for this other dude to be all up in his face. And he's made it his mission to get her back. So at the end, Jazz tells her to come through, but she ain't by her phone now, sir. She was sitting by her phone the whole episode. And by the time you hit her up, she done gone on now. So, do y'all feel like Jazz had the right to be that mad? I guess she should have told him that she invited her ex. Maybe he needed time for the cool off or whatever. But I was like, he wanted Tub to come through at night. I guess lastly we got Ashley. I loved her this episode. And I'm loving what they're doing with her character. I did make a joke like she gotta find a new storyline because Miss Hughes gone. But I'm liking her activism and just her being fascinated with the world around her. And Hillary tells her that their oldest uncle doesn't talk a lot, but he has a lot of stories to tell, so to speak. And throughout the episode, I love that even though she mistook him, I guess, for being kind of grumpy and grouchy, she still was being warm and welcoming to him, because you didn't really see anybody interacting with him. And then just by her bringing him a plate, he opened up to her and told her a lot of stories, and it really was beautiful and it made me emotional. And I talked about it more on my second channel, but it had me feeling like, wow, I wish I learned more about my people from their mouth while they was here. And it was nice to see her at such a young age still take a fascination and wanting to learn about her family. And overall, nice episode, but in a piece of me still feels like it's something lacking right now. Or am I expecting this show for it to be a way and it's not necessarily that way? Like, that's like my still been trying to feel it out, but we are on episode 7. I did try to look up to see how many episodes we're gonna get this season, but I couldn't find an answer. But overall, I'm still enjoying the show. What did you all think about this episode? Do y'all think Hillary's gonna be swindled back into getting with LaMarcus? What do y'all think the deal is with Jeffrey's son? Who do y'all want to win the fellowship? And do y'all think Uncle Phil gonna get caught doing something with Erica? Let me know all your thoughts. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.